It was questions about the biological questionnaire some had faced when they were applying for the FAA under Obama. Pleased to bring in right now with reaction to some of today's top stories and the reaction to the news briefing we just heard from the White House, RNC Chairman Michael Whatley. Pleasure to have you, Chairman Whatley. It's great to have you join us on such a busy news day as well, sir.
Oh, it's great to be on with you.
Obviously, there's a different tone in the White House press briefing. Caroline Leavitt calling out some of the legacy media for the disinformation, the misinformation. You know, at some point, let's start first with the deportations. This is what Americans, in part, voted Donald Trump in to do. And it does not seem like those in legacy media have understood that. And the fact they're still sort of doubling down on people who are criminals, she had to spend several minutes to lay this out of who's leaving the country, and there's, you know, less acceptance by some on the left. Does that perplex you at all as the days go on and this continues to be a thread?
You know, Donald Trump is doing exactly what he said he's going to do. He campaigned over the course of this election cycle telling the American people that he is going to, you know, secure the southern border. He's going to restore the economy, and he's going to make our communities safe. That's exactly what we're seeing done here. It should be no surprise to anybody that when he says we are going to initiate the largest deportation program in the history of the country, that's exactly what they're going to do. I think it is great that we've got Ms. Leavitt at the White House who is going to be able to mark these conversations and tell people this is exactly what the administration is going to do. But the president was very clear that this is going to be one of the first most important things that we're going to be doing. And the fact that we have already seen the progress that we have over the course of this first couple of weeks is tremendously important. Chairman,
you were standing next to Donald Trump last week in North Carolina. It was so powerful as we heard from people who were victims. Really, he gave the voice to the voiceless. And that news conference was so powerful. We also know J.D. Vance will be going to East Palestine on Monday after that toxic train derailment. A lot of people who have felt forgotten with these disasters. In our final moments here, tell us about the response now. We know FEMA will be reevaluated, but there were so many Americans that natural disasters and the government simply failed them under the last administration, sir.
Yeah, the president and the vice president are both fundamentally committed to making sure that the people of North Carolina, the people of California, the people of Ohio are not going to be forgotten. I think it is very important that the first trip the president made was to North Carolina and California following the damage that we saw from the hurricane and the fires, and let them know that America is going to be there for them. They're not going to be forgotten. And this is why the American people voted in record numbers for the president and for the vice president.
Indeed. We have 1 minute, and I just want to get your thoughts as the DNC chooses its counterpart to you. There's 8 people in the running. Do you have an inclination on who may get it? Does it even matter?
Well, it'll shock you to know that I'm not welcome in that locker room, but that's okay. Look, the problem with the Democratic Party right now is not just that they have bad messengers, it's that they have a bad message. We seem to see that they're not going to take seriously any of the issues that they had in this last election cycle. And as long as they're going to be an open borders, inflationary spending party that really focuses on making America a social experiment instead of making sure that every community and every family is going to be safe and be able to get ahead, they're not going to be able to get out of the ditch that they're currently in. The fact that the Republican Party was able to win the White House, the House, and the Senate is due to the fact that we were listening to the voters. We were hearing the issues that they were expressing to us are their concerns, putting solutions on the table.
And now acting out what they asked Donald Trump to do. RNC Chairman Michael Whatley, great to see you, sir. Hope you come back and visit us on Newsline soon again.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.